Well, hello. Hopefully you're doing pretty well. This is Deborah of Crafty Chalk Ink Creations. I'm an independent designer of Chalk Couture, and this is going to be a video of making a Christmas card. Okay, using the Trio of Trees transfer. Now, I've already made this card, so I've used this transfer, but your little stars will be attached, and you just go ahead and you can cut them off. And be sure to keep the sleeve that your transfer comes in, because you'll need to use that for storage. And there is instructions here on how to take care of your transfer. I will also be using, I used the surface wax. So I waxed my card just a little bit, so that way these, the transfer, because the back of them are very sticky. Even though you fuzz it, it could stick to your paper and distort or ruin your transfer. So you just put a very fine thing of surface wax on there. I've already done that. And I will be using ink. I'm using the Shimmering Silver ink, and we will be heat setting it. This is a water soluble ink, and until you go ahead and heat set it, it will come off with water. So we will be heat setting. I figure if you're going to make a card, we'll go ahead and do it with ink. That way when you ship it out and it possibly will be exposed to the elements, it will be protected, and you'll have an ink base on there that is heat setted, and that way it will be permanent. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I've already cut this, and I've already marked the back of them. I put a B. You can do a mark, a check, whatever. I just put a B on these. So that way I know once I peel off my transfer, if you've not seen any of my previous videos, when you peel off your transfer, this is the matte side and there's a shiny side. So whenever they're, after you've cleaned your transfer, that way you know which side to apply it to. See, right there's the shiny side. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull that off. I'm going to set this aside here. And I'm going to fuzz. Alright, so this is my card. Yeah, this is the side I waxed. So I'm just going to go ahead and fuzz this. Now, if you do not have a fuzzing cloth, you can use a towel. I will post a edible shopping link that will have the fuzzing cloth in it. The transfer, as long as the products are available, they will be in a shopping cart. So that way, if you'd like to get these, you can. The transfer, the fuzzing cloth, the ink, also the surface wax, and I will be also using the multi-purpose tool for the stars, and I will be using a small squeegee. You can also use a mini squeegee if you like, but I'll be using the small squeegee. So I will put a cart link down there. And I'm going to just go ahead and fuzz this. Like I said, this is sticky on the back, so that's why you need to fuzz it. Even though you've put a little bit of wax on your card or on your paper. I'm going to move this for right now. You just want to make sure that it does not, you've got good adhesion to your surface. I'm going to try to center this. Alright, that is the very bottom. So I'm going to move it up just a little bit because I got to make room for my stars. Now, if you want to be precise and measure it, you can do that. I eyeball it. So I start in the middle, I work forward, down, side to side, and then I just use my fingers. If it's a larger stencil, a larger area, then I'll use my squeegee to spread it out, just to make sure that there are no air bubbles or wrinkles or little fuzzies that may be on the mesh inside your transfer. You want to make sure you have a good adhesion. Alright. And all you need to do is just put it in your ink. You can also use paste. If you're going to be mailing this out and it's going to possibly be exposed to elements, I would just like to know that it's permanent. And then you just get your ink, spread it on there. You got a little, little areas where it's thicker. You can just go ahead and wipe off the excess once you have this on. Goes by very quick. It's very easy to do. Now I will be also using a heating tool. Now if you have like an embossing heat gun, you can go ahead and heat set this ink with that also, but I will be using an iron just to be on the safe side. So I'm just going to go ahead, scrape off the excess, and then you lift by the corners, and then you just go ahead and you pull it back. Ooh, I like that. Now I'm going to set this aside because I want to do a little embellishment. So I have a towel and I have that turned upside down. Oops, I accidentally got a little fuzzy on there. Now I'm going to use my heat set tool to kind of dry this a little bit so that way I can put my stars on there. And you don't have to put the stars on there. Or even if you want, you can go ahead and just use one element. You can use one of the trees. You can just use the Merry Christmas part. You could just use the stars on something else. Yeah, that's dry. So I'm going to go ahead and place my stars on here. And I've already have it marked. And okay, so I can see through there, so I know about where to place my star. And put that one with that one. I think I'm going to do the solid in the middle. Just press them down. And then this one, I'm going to put over here. And I'm just going to use my multi-tool. It is not necessary, but I figured this is such a small surface. This multi-tool is worth it, especially if you have some transfers, just some little details or little areas like this. It is perfect for that. And it is just that fast. These little stars. Okay, I'm going to clean that off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and there we go. Now if you like, I waxed a little area here. So if you'd like to put like a little star on the back of your card, you could do that. I think I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to use my parchment paper because I don't want any glitter on me right now. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and dip that in there. Bit. Now this is water soluble until it is heat set. I just want to let you know. And there you go. We got a little embellishment there. And now you want to mail this to somebody. We'd like the little flap there to be embellished. So I'm going to use the middle tree with the branches here. Flatten that out. So that way I can see my lip. I'm going to put something light underneath there. All right. And just kind of line it up. All right, this is not cooperating. There we go. I just need to do... I don't want to do the whole tree, I just want to do a portion of it, and I want to try to center it on that flap, that corner, or that point I should say. All right. I'm just going to flatten that little area there, and I'm going to use my multi-tool. Okay, I'm going to lift that up. Just adds that little touch. Okay, done with that. So I am going to spritz my transfer here, maybe. My bottle would work. There we go. Just to keep that mesh moist. All right, I'm going to to go ahead and add a little air to this. Try to get this dry so that way I can add my star. There we go. Like I said, if you have an embossing heat tool, you can use that also. All right. I'm going to put a little star on there. I like the silver on this craft paper. I think white would also look really nice on there too. Okay, I'm going to put my cap back on. I'm done with my ink. But I'm going to iron this just in case you don't have an embossing heat tool. You can dry this with a hair dryer. Make sure my little iron is ready to go. All right, now this is a Teflon sheet. Okay, I'm just going to lay my card on there. I lay my parchment paper on top. If you have more than one of these Teflon sheets, you could put that on top also. I'm just going to lay that on there. And then you just go ahead and you iron it. Now they do suggest to iron it for 4 minutes, but I think that's for fabric. I'm sure you don't want to watch me sit here and iron for 4 minutes. So I'm just going to do this enough to where I think it's pretty much heat set. I'm going to at least a minute. But if you enjoyed this video, anytime that you've watched this, or even now, if you could, please like, subscribe, and be sure to hit that notification bell for when I do other videos. That way you will be notified. And if you know of anyone that would like to watch this or like to use this idea, please feel free to share it with them. I would greatly appreciate it if you would do that. Okay. I'll set that aside there and lift that up. You can feel that's warm. And then you have that little embellishment on the back. Now we're going to do the envelope. I think that is just adorable. I would like to receive something like that. Or even if you just wanted to use it to decorate your house. Okay. That gives you some idea. And then the little detail. It's all in the details. And there you go. There is your card. How nice would it be to receive something like that? And then you can just go ahead and write on the inside, or if you want to just do the trees on the outside and do the Merry Christmas on the inside, you could do that also. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you some ideas. I will be making some other cards in the near future. So like I said, if you could, please like, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching.